Hey, 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 it's your girl MJ, and welcome to the Michelle Tillman channel. My name is Michelle Tillman, and today's stream is all about what new eating plan or diet that I should follow while I'm on the quarantine lockdown. So in North Carolina, we are officially locked down until, well, actually, the whole United States is locked down until April 30th, according to Donald Trump as of yesterday. So I have decided, you know what? It takes 21 days to break a habit or start a new habit, and we're about to have 30 days in the house of me not going to work. So, what change can I make over the next 30 days so I can come out from this like a new and improved person? So, make sure you guys leave comments with your personal experience or your feedback or your suggestions on what I should do. So, I'm going to go ahead and, if you see me looking down, I'm on my phone. I'm going to share this stream live to my Facebook. Actually, you know what? YouTube has changed some things. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I actually see that I can share it to my Facebook right from my laptop. I'm actually filming straight from my laptop. So y'all excuse me while I'm updating or sharing to Facebook. So I'm just typing live Q&A. Keto versus calorie restriction. Know that in my former skinny life, I used to be a personal trainer. I actually had an entire business. It was called Max Out, work out hard. And a lot of people were inspired by my journey because back in 2009, I had lost 70 pounds in 6 months. So it was like a huge transformation. And when I lost weight that way, I actually did calorie restriction. Hey guys who are watching, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know, keto or calorie restriction. Which one do you think will work better for this 30-day lockdown? But back to the story, in 2009, I lost the 70 pounds, and that was doing calorie restriction. So I know I can do that, but of course, back then I was 25. My body's different now. I'm a grown woman who just had a baby 4.5 months ago. So things are a little different. However, I do still think the principle could work for me. I also lost weight. And when I say lost weight, anything like 40 pounds or more, well, I'll say 30 pounds or more, I'll count as lost weight. So the first time I lost weight, it was with calorie restriction. The second time I lost weight was with a vegetarian diet. And that was for a whole year. I was not eating healthy. I don't think I ever got to 30 pounds lost, but the inches, I could tell like a huge difference in my body. And like my love handles were where my fat stores were. Like my husband would say, your sides got smaller. Your sides, meaning my love handles. So, but out of all those different ways I used to eat, I believe keto was the only one where I stopped craving stuff that I didn't want. Of course, I didn't do keto as long as I did either of the other ones. So I don't know what keto looks like if I were to do it for 6 months solid. Because when I first started keto, I believe it was at the end of 2018. And then I know my church, we went on a fast January 2019, which is the total opposite of keto. Like a Daniel's fast is lots of grains and fruits and rice and beans, which is not keto. And once I got on that fast, for spiritual upliftment, it's like I never could mentally get my mind back to eating keto. So after that, it was like it was a lost cause after that. I just kept trying to get back. But I had 30 days of eating the opposite of keto, and I just Never got back. And then I found out I was pregnant, so I definitely didn't get back because I was eating whatever I wanted, whatever cravings I had. So there's the pros and the way that I did it. The pros and cons is what I want to do. So the way when I did calorie restriction the first thing I did was I started eating very small portions. And what I did was I would eat like just enough to knock the hunger off, and then I would stop eating. So I would wait till I was totally starving, like stomach growling. I was like, I'm not going to eat until I feel physical hunger pangs. Because a lot of times you eat because you're thirsty or you're not really hungry, you just feel like eating, or you can be like, I could eat, but that wasn't actual hunger. And I realized I was eating just because I felt like eating. So the first time I lost weight, I ate like little frozen dinner size meals that were sometimes 400, bless you, 300, 400 calories. And I was eating those 3 times a day. So that was only like 1,200 calories. So when I was doing my calorie restriction, for those who have just joined, hey, drop something in the comments so I know you're here. I did little frozen dinners and I would eat just enough to knock the hunger off. So for 6 months, I was barely eating and I was working out. So when I say barely eating, I mean I waited until I had physical hunger pains, ate enough food just to stop the hunger pains, and then I would stop. And I did that for 6 months and I lost 70 pounds in 6 months. It worked, but that is hard. Like I was dedicated, and I think I was just, that was that revenge weight loss because I had just been through a lot with my ex and our wedding being canceled and cheating and all that stuff. So I was just like, I ain't gonna never be fat again. Ain't no Negro gonna ever make me feel like I should just stick with them because who else is gonna want me because I'm so fat? Like that was the type of ish I was on. I was like, I'm about to lose this weight. I'm be skinny. I'm be able to get whoever I want, and I ain't gonna take no mess from these dudes out here. Watch. And literally, that was how I had the courage to keep going. Yes, Janelle, back in 2009, I lost 70 pounds in 6 months. And how are you doing? I remember you had some good stuff happening for you, so let me know how that's going. Um, so 70 pounds in 6 months from calorie restriction, eating just enough to knock the hunger off, and then waiting to the next meal, doing the same thing, basically eating 1,200 calories or less because I was eating 3 of those little frozen dinners you get from the store. I was broke, I was mad, and yeah, I lost 70 pounds real quick. 6 months. And 6 months in the grand scheme of things, like 6 months to change your whole life, that's really not much time. So then the second way I lost weight was doing no meat. I remember at the end of 2015, no, the end of, was it 2015? 2015, I was coming home from a New Year's Eve party and, New Year's Eve service at my church. And I just heard the Holy Spirit say, no meat. And I was like, okay, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. You just got married. Yay. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. That is so exciting. Congratulations. So 2016, I went the whole year, no meat, lost 40 pounds. Wasn't trying to be healthy, but I just was not eating meat. And that's probably the diet vegetarian that works best for my body. But, again, I did it for a year. A lot of vegetarians say once you go past the 2-year mark, your body starts like rejecting the no meat stuff. So I don't know what my body would have been like if I would have went longer than a year without meat. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy that just really, I know I'm here talking about keto and calorie restrictions, but Janelle, you're letting me know that, like, I remember when you were saying you were single and you were looking for things to work out and this and that, and now you're married, and to say that my videos helped out, glory be to God, because like that is the whole purpose of this channel. That's what the inspiration comes from. My goal was to inspire and motivate women who are single into their married life. So it's so exciting that you're married. Okay, so back to the weight loss stuff. All right, so I did the vegetarian and lost 40 pounds, not eating healthy. And then, but just no meat. So then the last time I lost weight, this is crazy that I've been up and down all these times, which means I have a problem and I need to address it. Um, the third time I lost weight was fat adapted, which just used to not having the sugars, not having the carbs. It's like it just changes your total appetite. Like I was barely hungry. So not eating a whole bunch of stuff was easier because I wasn't actually hungry. Like I will forget to eat. And as a bigger sized woman, me forgetting to eat, never. That would never happen. Like it was just like, how could I, the greediest of them all, forget to eat? Like that just was not normal for me. So me being on keto, like I would forget to eat or I would just be able to go longer hours. So I was by default like intermittent fasting because I would eat in the morning breakfast and then I would go my whole day at work and I wouldn't even want to eat again until like 4 o'clock. And then after four, that was it. So I ate like 2 meals a day. I didn't feel like I was starving myself. Like I ate healthy. I ate, you know, real meat, real vegetables, like not processed stuff. And I lost weight without having to be hungry. So now, so I'm asking you guys, would you rather do something really long and hard, like 6 months of having to fight hunger pains, but I get to eat whatever I want? It's just really small portions. Or keto, where you only can eat specific foods and you're cutting out all your carbs. But after about 2 weeks of doing it without cheating, your body like shifts and you are no longer desiring the things that make you fat. So that's where I'm at. Because with this whole lockdown and quarantine thing, I was like buying stuff that lasts long, like rice and beans and noodles and pasta. So I'm like, I have all that in the house that I've like racked up on. I don't want to waste it, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to make a change, and I don't need to let rice and pasta in my pantry be the reason why I can't start now. While I have this 30 days at home to just really like not eat out. And I mean, not that we can't go eat out at stores, but like I got all this food. I feel like we're gonna eat the food that I got before I go eating out. So that's where I'm at, guys. I don't want this to be too long, and I'm just trying to decide which one I'm gonna do. Like it's gonna happen very soon. If today, tomorrow, within the next few days, I'm going to pray about it and I'm going to vote mentally and hear a clear answer because this is my life, y'all. For those who didn't know that I used to have my own business, because I see a lot of people are coming on and off who may not know my history. I used to have my own personal training business. Like that was all I did. That was how I earned a living before I started my current job. That was all I did. Like training other people and doing boot camps. That was all I did. So a part of what I think could be my future um, destiny and purpose in helping people who are like me, who are foodies, who are greedy, who like to eat, like a part of the size. The baby really did not put much weight on me. It was before the baby when weight came. So I really think that it's important that I choose the right method and that I stick to it and that I document it and that I think about those who I'm going to help in the end and put myself in a position to where, you know, I have a friend who says, whoever controls your money controls your life. Crystal Curry. I don't know if she got it from someone else or if she came up with it, but it's so true. And I don't ever want to be in a position where my job can be cut. And I see all these people doing Zoom and doing live, fitness stuff. And I was doing that in 2010. Like I was training people via Skype 10 years ago. Just imagine if I would have kept that up, you know, for 10 years. Like I could have been so ahead of the game if I never like fell off and gained weight and all this stuff. Um, but I think the reason why I fell off is because the way I lost it was not sustainable long term, which is what has me leaning towards keto. It's like once you get in that vibe and for 2 weeks and you don't cheat, like it just um really helps. Well, Janelle, with keto, I don't feel like I lost a lot of weight initially, like some people did, because I was not willing to. I was only gonna do dirty keto, which means I might still have some sauces and I might that have sugar in it. Like I wasn't gonna take my carbs down, but so low. And again, I didn't do it long term, like 6 months to see like how much it would change, but I knew how I felt was amazing, and people could tell the difference in the weight I lost. I could wear like smaller size pants, even though I had not lost a lot of weight and I wasn't working out at all. How much you weigh when you start? Like I have 100 pounds to lose, so I might lose 20 pounds in 30 days, or I might lose 30 pounds in 30 days because I have so much weight to lose. It just depends on how much weight you have to lose to that will decide. But again, right now I'm looking for a long haul. I don't want like a quick fix. I won't do keto because I can lose weight fast. I'll do keto because of how it changed my brain. It changed my brain to not be hungry, to not have certain cravings. And it goes against everything we were taught that we need all these carbs and rice and bread, and everyone believes different. Maybe you believe the government who made up that food pyramid, but I don't necessarily know that. I don't know what the agenda was behind it. So, you know, for me this time, like I know I could do calorie restriction and lose the weight in 6 months. But will I gain it right back? Because after I lost weight back in 2009, and lost 70 pounds in 6 months, it's like after that, every month I was just slowly gaining it back because I started getting relaxed. I started feeling myself. Oh, I'm skinny now. Like you can't tell me nothing. I'm skinny now. So I was just kind of slowly eating. And I remember I was dating this guy and I was going to his house. It was late at night. And Lord help me. Back then I was eating cookout. And, he was one person who was like, "Oh man, your weight loss transformation was amazing." And I remember I was eating cookout and he was shocked that I ate cookout. And I was so offended that he had said that. And I was just like, "Listen, I got this. I go burn 1,000 calories tomorrow working out. Don't worry about me and my cookout. I'm going to eat it." So, um, yeah, I don't want to get on that road where I start feeling myself like because I'm eating anything, but just in lower portions, that my portions get bigger. And then I'm also like a person who likes a full plate. Like I like a full plate of food. I don't want to feel like I gotta eat little baby portions of food. Like I want a full plate. Like, and with keto, I can do that until my body tells me different. It's just no carbs. Janelle said, "I tried other diets too. Vegetarian wasn't working for me either because I ate everything but meat." Girl, see, the thing is, I don't know how long you did vegetarian, but I ate everything but meat too, like donuts and candy. And I did that, but I did it for a whole year and I still lost 40 pounds. Even eating junk food, being a junk food vegetarian, I still lost 40 pounds. But that to me is a huge lifestyle change as far as not eating meat that I did that when I was single. Now, as a married woman, my husband would have to say, "I want to do that too." I can't just decide on my own because number one, I'm not cooking meat for somebody if I'm not eating meat. Because when I got really deep about 6 months in, I could not even stand the smell of meat. It made me want to vomit. So there is no way that I could not date, Lord Jesus, be in the same house married to someone and they're not eating the same way that I'm eating. Well, if it was vegetarian, because I feel like vegetarian is like an extreme. No meat is an extreme more than keto. Like keto, you're just dropping down your carbs. You're not eating, well, not just dropping down your carbs. You're pretty much eliminating your starches and your breads and your pastas and all that. You're pretty much eliminating that. Welcome everyone who's coming. If it's your first time, drop something. Let me know where you're listening and watching from. Let me know if you've done keto or calorie restriction. There's no way I could do a vegetarian diet at home right now with a husband who was not doing it. There's no way, because I'm going to cook for him, and I'm not going to cook for him what I can't eat. That would not work for me. So we have to decide together. He's kind of like pretty much more on the keto side. That's what you said, right, Brandon? You rather do keto?
Yeah.
He'd rather do keto. Because I was thinking about doing calorie restriction, because I'm like, I got all this food that we done just bought because of the quarantine, quarantine food like rice and beans. And I was like, well, maybe we need to go ahead and do that. But keto is meat and cheese and vegetables, just whatever meat you want. So I think Gracie might be waking up. Poo poo, you waking up? Okay, maybe not. So, anywho, y'all leave your suggestions in the comments. I think I'm leaning towards keto because I like how I feel on keto. But just leave me your feedback on what you've tried or what you would like to see me do. Because I'm trying to have a permanent snapback. Treat it differently as a big pregnant woman than you are as a average size pregnant woman. Of course, it depends on where you go. My doctor wasn't like that at all, because she just wasn't like that. But I know that there's different precautions you have to take, or they assume you have high blood pressure. Like, I remember when I went to the hospital to triage, like, because I was getting ready to get induced. Like, they just assumed that I had high blood pressure. I was like, actually, I haven't had high blood pressure. But they assume. Can I do what I eat in a day, dirty keto, quick and easy? Yeah. So when I was doing keto, dirty keto, I would have a keto biscuit with eggs, bacon, cream cheese, sugar-free jelly. That was my breakfast. It was like 4 pieces of bacon, and I made a keto biscuit every morning. And then for dinner, I would have like chicken thighs and cabbage. That's it. Like, I'm not a snacker. And the whole point of keto, eventually you won't become a snacker either, because you won't want to eat in between meals and have all those sugar highs and lows. So I'll do another video, but basically I have the same breakfast every day, my keto bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and then I'll have a meat and a vegetable at dinner. Whatever meat and vegetable you like. Like, I would like chicken thighs because you need higher fat food. You can't have chicken breast and think it's going to work. The whole reason keto works is because you up your fat and you lower your carbs. The only way your body can adjust and really not we've been taught, like, cut the fat, cut the fat, cut the fat. Like, you kind of don't. Like, I want the fattier ground beef instead of the lean ground beef, because that's going to help me stay full longer through the day. So keto is just like, to this morning, all I had was sausage and eggs. Now, granted, I had like 3 pieces of sausage, and when I say sausage, I mean Roger Wood. So big sausage. I had like 3 of those, and I had 2 eggs with cheese. And that's what I would probably eat at the beginning until my body gets adjusted and I get fat adapted. So, and I was also scared to start keto earlier because I was breastfeeding, and I didn't want any toxins that are being released out of my body to go to Gracie through breast milk. So now that I am not breastfeeding, I'm a little more like, okay, so if my body's a little out of whack, you know, it'll be okay because it's not directly affecting what she's eating. So, um, yep. So I hope that answers your question. Bacon and eggs, any meat and eggs for breakfast, that's keto. Meat and eggs, and make sure it's a fattier meat because it helps keep you full, like bacon or sausage, or even steak or chicken thighs. I mean, really, any fattier cut of meat for breakfast and eggs, that's keto. And then, um, if and then dinner, I would just have vegetable and a meat, fatty meat and a vegetable. So that's what keto will look like. I see I have people watching, but y'all ain't saying nothing. If you got a question, ask me something about keto, ask me something about calorie restriction. What are you thinking? Um, what are you thinking for something that you could do for this next 30 days lockdown? Because if you're in the United States for the next 30 days, that you could do, what's a habit, with your food or your eating that you could start or that you could stop over the next 30 days? Going once, going twice, going once, going twice. Okay, I'm about to log off because y'all ain't talking. But anywho, I thank you guys for watching and for all those who will watch this later. Not live. I am going to go eat now and then feed Gracie, and we'll see what else later. So I love you guys. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your marvelous Monday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.